Hello, my name is Victor Raessen. I'm the founder of Salesbuildr, and today we're going to talk about how you can upgrade your sales process using Salesbuildr. We're going to talk about a couple of things in this session. We're going to show you the typical roadblocks and issues you encounter in your sales process. Then we're going to show you how you can create accurate and attractive proposals using Salesbuildr and the benefits of doing that. We're going to next jump to the benefits of working with a sales portfolio to standardize everything that you sell for your team and your organization. And we're going to explain how you can leverage a template library using best practices inside Salesbuildr. Again, to make sure you standardize the content of outgoing proposals. And next, we're going to talk about the distributors that you can connect on the back end of Salesbuildr to automatically update product information, pricing, and availability. And last, we're going to do a Q&A session to answer any questions you may have. Now, let's start with the typical roadblocks that we see across 3 dimensions, which is the proposals. Like, creating proposals can be very time consuming because you have to source all this different information, customer information, information about your solutions, and then you have to make sure that all the products and services inside your proposal are accurately priced, available with the distributors, and that the descriptions are correct. Now, if you're not using a proposal tool like Salesbuildr, this can be very time consuming, and the end result will probably look outdated, is static, because your customers can't make any choices. And it also lacks customization and automation options. So the amount of manual tasks you have to perform are minimized, and the settings are standardized in order to automate your sales pipeline, as well as the creation of opportunities, quotes, and the line items in your PSA. Next, when you talk about working with a sales portfolio, what we see, which is typical, is that a lot of MSPs sell everything that's under the sun. And this will hinder you if you're a growing MSP and you want to scale up, because that requires standardized solutions which are productized in order to scale. And also the items in your portfolio are often inaccurate because pricing is not updated, product information is not updated, and availability is not updated automatically. Lastly, templates. If you work with templates, they're often scattered around the organization. It's hard to keep them up to date. They lack consistency, and they can't be locked down, or portions of them can't be locked down, such as your terms and conditions, which is important because that often contains legal information. And the impact of these issues is that if your organization grows and gets bigger, the impact of these issues also scale. All right, so next up, we're going to jump into the proposal editor. Let's have a look at how you can create proposals inside Salesbuildr. And I'm going to jump back and forth between this slide and the application to highlight how this works. So first, we're going to have a look at the first 3 points. How to use the drag and drop editor, how to produce interactive proposals that look and feel great with up-to-date pricing and information. So let's jump into Salesbuildr and go to the dashboard. And here you have an overview of your quotes sorted by status, and you have 2 action buttons. And we're going to use this one to create a quick quote. Now you can click the tile or use the Q on your keyboard for quote. There we go. And you can now select a template. You can also set one as default. And you can then select a customer. and it will now fill in the primary contact and generate a title according to the settings in the admin. Let's click on Create to create the proposal, and it will jump into the preview. And as you can see, the template contains a cover page, it contains a cover letter, it contains a section with conditions and the financial summary, and it has the terms and conditions as an attachment. Now we're going to jump into the editor. And the editor shows you the proposal on the left side and the information panel on the right side. And the information panel contains customer information, proposal information, and address information. And you have three options here. This is to insert a pre-formatted widget template, which is basically a page that is pre-formatted with or without services and products from your portfolio. And you can use these pages to insert things, for example, intro letters, statements of work, contract information, product descriptions, service descriptions, SLAs, testimonials, anything you can think of that you want to insert into your proposals. And if you standardize them up front and offer them here to your team, you ensure that everybody uses the same high quality, well thought out information into their proposals. And it's quick and easy. Here's the settings menu where you can change the different settings of the proposal. And here is the chat where you can chat with colleagues or customers. And anytime you add a message here, the quote owner will get a notification so they know that they have to respond. Or your customer if you choose to make it a public message. Now, let's start by adding some items into the proposal. Now, you can choose to add like products from your portfolio by just searching from them right here. For example, ProBook. And let's say I want to offer them a HP ProBook. I can click on that, and that will insert a new page into my proposal. And as you can see, it has not only inserted the ProBook itself, but it also inserted the intro text over here, which I already created on the category HP laptops that it's in. So each time I add a product from the category HP laptops, it will also insert this intro text. The next thing you will notice that it has added add-ons to the ProBook, because in Salesbuildr you can program for each category the mandatory and optional add-ons for products that live inside that category. In this case, there's a care pack, an installation, and an NCE license for Microsoft 365 Business Premium. Now on the right side, you can see these line items, the ProBook itself, and then the add-ons. And you can also see the availability of that product at your preferred distributor. If you click on a distributor, you can see the details, right? Last updated, the cost price. And by using the rules that you set in your category, Salesbuildr can automatically calculate the sales price. In this case, it has this markup, this cost, this sales price, and then there's the profit, right? Same for the add-ons. You can check the distributors, and you can check the availability at the distributors that you have connected at the back end. So Salesbuildr by default, it will insert the mandatory add-ons for the product, but you can choose to also offer optional add-ons. So, and thus completing a more complete solution for your customer. Let's add a docking station. So you'll notice that we'll add the docking station right here. It's optional, so there's a checkbox, which you can already enable for your customer. And there you go, that's an HP laptop. You can change the quantity, right, over here. And that will also change the quantity of the underlying items, which you can override, but This way you won't forget. Now, let's move on to the next item. So again, I just added an individual item for my catalog, but I can also use these pre-formatted pages that are already set up and just drag and drop them into my proposal. In this case, it's going to be Apple laptops, right? So I'm going to insert a page break to make it look good. And as you can see here, it has the product description already inside the widget that I dragged inside there, specifications, and the items from my catalog, which again are connected to my distributors. And so I can now choose to offer these as line items, static, or I can go to this widget and say, no, well, look, I want the customer to choose, and I can choose multiple choice or single choice. I'm going to do single choice for now. And then you will notice that this now has a radio button and a text select one option for your end customer. Again, I can already give them a nudge to pick this one, and this will auto-update the proposal. And if you're connected to Autotask, Salesbuildr has already, at the moment you draft this proposal, created an opportunity, an underlying quote, and it will sync the line items in real time as you change this proposal. Similar, it will also update the linked opportunity. That's linked to the quote, and you can see the information of the opportunity by opening it up using the pencil icon. And you will see that by default, this has already filled in by Salesbuildr. So we have a calculate total for an X number of months, a probability, a source, a category, expected close date, pipeline stage. And it uses the one-time revenue and monthly revenue to calculate the order total based on what you add inside of the quote. So you don't have to update that manually. It will automatically do that for you and will push it to your PSA. Okay, so we also might want to add some managed services. I already have a widget for that one. Here it is. So I'm going to drag and drop it into my proposal. There we go. So here's my managed services section. I'm going to add a page break. And there's my description. And there's my managed services per user bundle. In this case, a bundle. So we'll explain how to manage your sales portfolio and how you can create bundles later on. But for now, you can just see what's inside the bundle. And these services will be pushed to your quote in Autotask as individual line items. But it's rolled up for your customer so you can simplify how you sell to them, right? You can even manage what's inside the bundle, and you can also change the prices of the items inside the bundle. So Salesbuildr will calculate the cost by adding all the sales prices together by coming up with a monthly recurring investment. And you can customize the bundle by adding products from your portfolio right here. You can also choose to show what's inside the bundle to your customers or hide it, right? You can change that setting. So now we have, what do we have? We have some laptops. We have a Pro book with some add-ons. We have a NCE license in there. And now if we scroll down, we will have the financial summary. That includes a monthly recurring investment. It includes a one-time investment. And what we can do is send this proposal now. Let's close this off. So you can also add an internal note that will be pushed into the PSA on the quote entity, or you can just send this proposal to your customer. So click on send. It will open up the send quote dialog. You can see who am I sending this to. It will autofill the expires at by taking today plus 2 weeks. You can set that in the admin, and it will autofill the expiry notification so that Salesbuildr will send your customer a reminder before the quote will expire. You can set the amount of days to do that. And then you can pick an outgoing email template, which also contains these dynamic fields that will be filled in with your customer information. You can create multiple outgoing email templates, so you can pick the one that's appropriate to the proposal that you're sending. Before we send it, let's have a look at how you can change the content of these pages, right? So you see this little pencil icon right here. You can open it up. And as you can see, this is a page with text, and it contains these fields that will fill in the information, relevant information. And these fields are available in this drop-down menu that you will see across Salesbuildr. So you can use this to personalize proposals, templates, and emails with all the relevant information to prevent manual errors. Another thing to consider is that if you have a large proposal with multiple pages, you can easily sort these pages by clicking on this icon right here, and then you can see the pages, and you can change them around by just dragging and dropping them. Easy. What else? We're gonna send the proposal to the customer, so we're gonna click on send. And then we're going to pick the email template, let's pick the English one, click on confirm, and this will now send the proposal to your customer. And that email contains a link to the proposal, which is this link. You can copy it to your clipboard, click on close, and then when I sign out from Salesbuildr and click on that link in the email, let's now pretend that we're the end customer. This is what they will see. They will see the proposal, they have a share button, a download PDF button, and that's why inserting those page breaks at the right points will ensure that when they download this as a PDF, it will still look good and it will not break up the proposal in the midsection of your content, right? So here's the proposal. You can see that there's add-ons. Your customer can change the quantity of the laptops. If they need 8, they can change it to 8. It will also change the underlying items, and they can see what's available to them as additional add-ons if they choose to add that to the proposal. Let's just go with this and then scroll down, and you can see how this proposal will look. There's already a Apple MacBook that has been proposed. They can change their selection if they want to. It will update the proposal in real time. It will update your PSA in real time. And let's scroll down. You can see the managed services bundle with the explanation. And then here's the conditions, right? So they can choose to add a PO number, they can add a note, and they can then add their name to sign the proposal. They have to click accept for the terms and conditions that they can see here. And this contains a PDF, and that PDF will be uploaded to your PSA once this proposal is approved. So let's click on accept, draw the signature. They can draw, they can type, or they can upload, and click on confirm. Now, I created a landing page, a confirmation page, that and added to the proposal that customer will be redirected to the page as soon as they click on approve. And these landing pages can be designed inside Salesbuildr. You can create as many as you want, and you can use text, images, videos, and programmable buttons to do the post-sale managing of expectations and post-sale workflows. So you can kick off to a form or such with this button by redirecting this to an external link. And here you can explain to your customer, so thank you for your order. And then this is what you can expect next, right? So this is a nice way of making sure that they are aware of what's going to happen next. So back to the slide. What we covered is using the drag and drop editor and the options you have inside the Salesbuildr proposal editor. You've seen that if you create a proposal, it looks and it feels great and it's interactive. And it contains up-to-date pricing and information from your distributors, which is connected right to your sales portfolio. Let's have a look at approval workflows, because that's an important factor inside Salesbuildr. because if you have a sales team, you want to make sure if some conditions are met, that the proposal will be sent for approval. And the way you do this is you can add one or more rules, change the order of the rules, and then you can set the conditions. You can do order value, you can do discount, you can do specific categories, you can do specific opportunity categories, or a specific person inside your sales team, maybe he's new or she's new. You want to make sure that they learn on the job, but you want to make sure that you review the proposal before it gets sent to the customer. So this is how you do that. So we covered this, like Salesbuildr will convert the signed approval to a signed PDF with a signature that will be sent to you, your customer, and it will be uploaded into your PSA platform, either Autotask or Dynamics. So you have got a complete package of the signed approval, as well as the terms and conditions that you have attached to your proposal. That will also be uploaded into your PSA or to your Dynamics for a complete archive. It will update your sales pipeline and in Autotask. And the way it does this is that it will use these default values for opportunities that can be overwritten if you need to, and then it will dynamically update your pipeline as your proposal goes from draft to send to approved, and then it can also go to decline, of course, or expired, and that will make sure that the stage and status will be updated so your sales pipeline is accurate, right? Then we get a couple of items, but there's a documentation page that shows you exactly what you can do with advanced options for importing special bits, build to order, project calculations, etc. And it will also contain a page that shows you how you can add service terminations based on the contracts in your PSA to your proposal, so you can be transparent to your customer if you do a renewal proposal, that if you approve these new services, that will terminate these existing services. So you can see the impact of that. That's it for now. Next up, we will jump into the portfolio, the sales portfolio of Salesbuildr. Let's talk about the benefits of working from a sales portfolio. So your sales portfolio is basically an overview of everything that you sell. And as an MSP, you will sell a combination of hardware, software, services, and labor. Now, you want to organize everything you sell into clear categories and subcategories so you can quickly find what you're looking for. And this will provide clarity and simplification for your organization. So on the one hand, you want to align with operations to make sure that what you sell can be delivered and fulfilled. And on the other hand, you will want to align with your marketing department to use your portfolio as a source for storytelling. You also want to ensure standardization of up and cross-sell of items to increase your revenue and your margins, as well as providing your customer with complete solutions. And we also think that it's wise to use and leverage bundles, which simplify the sales process for your customers because they're looking for outcomes, not per se all these hard to understand technical line items that the bundle consists of. You also want to standardize your business rules by locking down access to your portfolio, and you also want to lock down margins for different categories, products, and services. You also want to make sure that the products that you sell, that you buy from suppliers, are automatically updated. So not only the product information needs to be accurate, but also the pricing and the availability of these products. Now, let's jump into Salesbuildr and go over these one by one. And from the dashboard, you will see that there's two options here. One is categories and other is products. If I jump into categories, this will show you all the categories and all the subcategories. And you can simply organize this by dragging and dropping to change the order or change where a subcategory lives. Let's pick HP laptops as an example. So what can you do here by editing this subcategory? So you can already see that this contains 41 products. It contains a markup, so that tells you the markup on the cost price of the products that are inside this category. And if I click the pencil icon, I can change the settings here. So there's a couple of things I can do. I can rename the category. I can define a term which gets applied to products or services inside this category. I can define a markup. I can also define a shipping type, so that means every time I pick a product from this category, automatically include shipping on my proposal. Let's jump to the add-on tab. So here we can define what needs to be added to the proposal when I add a product from this category to that proposal. So I can define either required add-ons. So always, if you buy a laptop, you will always also get or buy installation, NCE license, and a care pack. And optional add-ons include docking station, keyboard, mouse, and a display that are catered to this HP product line. If I go to the settings tab, I can provide an intro that is used in the proposal. So when I add a product from this category to my proposal, it will be prefaced by this text. And I can change some settings over here. Hiding these products for certain users in my organization, show or hide the product availability, etc. So this is what you can change for each category. So once you set this up, and these categories are also linked to your categories inside AutoTask. So when they're linked, the product that you create in this category will be pushed inside your AutoTask and automatically be kept up to date. When it comes to services, these will be pulled from your PSA every 10 minutes. And this is because the services are linked to your contracts, and often they are also changed by external integrations from certain distributors that automatically update these services or the price of these services. Now, let's jump to the product overview. So here you can see everything that you sell. You can search by name. You can sort. And you can filter. So you can filter by category, vendor, recurring and non-recurring, product type. You can also see, like, show me items not quoted since a specific date. And you can filter for stock availability, so external stock, internal stock, or specific distributor. We also have a way to filter for items that have an explicit price or explicit cost. And why is this important? Because the prices of the items in your Salesbuildr portfolio will be dynamically updated by Salesbuildr. And the way this works is that every item has its own landing page. You can include videos, product images, and if I click on Edit and go to the Pricing tab, you will see that these pricings here are determined by your preferred or automatically selected distributor. And then the markup from your category will be applied, and that will automatically calculate your sales price. So if this price changes tomorrow, your sales price will also change tomorrow. Based on the part number we have an integration with iSCAD that will automatically pull in name, description, images, and sales copy. And you can manage in what categories these products should live. You have a primary category and a secondary category that you can use, or multiple secondary categories. You can also enrich each item in your portfolio with additional images, screenshots, white papers, or videos to provide a complete experience for your end customers. Let's go back to the dashboard and again, take a look at this overview and have a look specifically at bundles, right? So you can create bundles inside Salesbuildr. And these bundles consist of one or multiple items from your sales portfolio. So if I click on Edit, here on this tab, you can select the items from your portfolio that need to be included inside the bundle. And the price will be calculated based on the sales price of the recurring and non-recurring items. So a bundle can have a price that consists of and a one-time investment and a recurring investment. There you go. So what can you do once you have set this up, right? So if you go into your proposal and you go into the quote here, I can add a section for items. I can give it a name. Click on Save. And now we have a page that can contain products. And if I click on this section right here, here's the same product browser. So I can now go and select items. For example, I can go into HP laptops and I can say, give me what's in stock. And now I can select one or more items and add it to my proposal. There you go. And as you can see, what we talked about before, this will include the mandatory add-ons. And you can use this button right here to also add additional up and cross-sell items to your proposal. There you go. And the items that are optional have a checkbox. So you can choose to nudge your customer to also order these. And that's it, right? This is how your portfolio will work together with your proposal editor. And for a complete overview, you can go into your store, and this will show you a visual overview of everything that you sell, organized by main category. So let's go back here. So we talked about organizing everything into categories and subcategories. So you can program these subcategories with business rules and settings. You can standardize up and cross-sell for each category or product, but that's harder to manage, so we suggest you do it by category. You can create bundles with multiple products and services, and you can lock down business rules for margins and access on the category. All these items that are connected to distributors will automatically update based on price changes, availability changes, and this gives you a standardized overview of everything that you sell. We will include links to examples for category structures, and we also have an ebook available to explain why and how you should productize your services to make it easier for you to scale as you grow. That's it for now. Next, we will have a look at the template library and how you can use that to standardize your content that will be used in proposals. Let's take a look at how you can leverage the template library in Salesbuildr to use those templates as a starting point for your proposals, as well as providing widgets that can be dragged and dropped into your proposals with pre-formatted content and services and products. Now, the benefit of working with the template library is that you can keep everything centralized across your organization and make it really easy to keep it up to date, right? And this ensures the use of best practices in your proposals without having to come up with ideas while you're building a proposal. You'll just use what's there, and you can reiterate and optimize that over time. It's also easy to collaborate with your team by giving the right people access to your library so they can co-create what's in there. Templates can contain specific business rules. So on each template, you can predefine the settings for the proposal that will be created based on the template. Inside templates, you can also use full screen images for maximum visual impact. And you can see a couple of examples on the left, which don't have any borders, so your proposals become more like sales brochures or leaflets that really look good. Now, we have templates and we have widgets. Templates are full-fledged sales documents with a cover page and an intro letter and a terms and conditions section and a financial summary, as well as attachments. And you can then build this from your template widget library and then link them so that when you update a widget, you instantly update all the templates that are linked to the widget, which is beneficial if you, for example, have a single widget that contains your terms and conditions. You only have to update it once. And the other thing to mention is that widgets can contain items from your sales portfolio, so you don't have to think about what services to add to your proposal every time you make a proposal. It's already predefined, right? So let's have a look at how this works. So if you navigate to the quote option in the menu, you will find cover pages, widget templates, and styling. Now, the templates can be tweaked, so you can define the styling for your templates on this page here. So you can define the margins, the colors of your fonts, and the size of the font headers for the different heading sizes. You can also define the font sizes for the body, the line height for the headings, and the line height for in the paragraph spacing for the text blocks. Now, these are the universal settings, and if you go to templates, you can see here that you can define a default template, and you can also see that the templates we created are on the right side. You can edit them, you can copy them, you can delete them, and you can organize them by using labels, which you can predefine with a name and a color. And this is handy because you can just now filter to quickly find what you're looking for. Let's jump into a template by clicking on Edit. And on the left side, you can see there's a cover page, there's a cover letter, there's a conditions section, a financial summary section, and an attachment section, right? So you can add documents that can be either a PDF or you can link it to an external page. Here you can apply labels, you can apply a localization set, which will translate all the content, the buttons, the row headers into the language that you define. You can give it a name, and you can, in this menu, you can link predefined widgets from your library, which are, again, predefined pages, can be single page, can be multi-page, and you can just drag and drop them here. And with this switch, you can choose to link them, which means this is a linked widget, and this is linked to this intro letter here. So if I change this widget, it will update all the templates that it's linked to. So it's easy to maintain. You can override the styling settings that we configured here as universal, and you can also define settings on templates. things such as payment terms, payment type, whether a customer can adjust quantities, yes or no. If you want to hide product images, notification settings, how the customer can approve the proposal. You can also link to a confirmation page, a thank you page, that redirects the customer as soon as they click approve. And you can manage these pages in the admin and with content, images, buttons, and videos to clearly manage the expectations post-sale approval. And there's also the option of predefining a contract duration on your templates, X number of months. And that will also give you the option to add contract-specific information such as a start date, an end date, and a duration in the text that will automatically update according to your settings. So, templates over here. And again, it's just as easy as dragging and dropping items into your proposal, right? So if I want to add like a leaflet with Microsoft Business Premium features, that's it. It's drag and drop. And then it's part of your proposal template. So these are the templates. So now let's jump into the widget templates, which are the predefined pages. Again, you can define labels to keep them organized. And if you edit one, there you go. You also have the options to include products from your portfolio onto your widget to automatically add them to your proposal when you drag and drop the widget. So you can see over here, we have added a couple of Jabra headsets. And over here, there's the content, which is a multi-page document that when you insert this to your proposal, it's all good to go. Labels can be organized here. You can add one or more labels. And you also have the option to lock a widget so that it can't be changed by the sales team when they build a proposal. And this is handy, for example, for your terms and conditions section. Lastly, you have the cover pages over here. You can create as many as you like. And the cover pages can be, you can apply a background image, and then you can insert text, tables into your proposal that dynamically updates based on what customer is selected. And there's a list of dynamic fields that can be used across Salesbuildr in text sections to with information about your customer, your company, and quote-specific information as well as address-specific information. Now let's have a look at how this works in a quote. So go to the dashboard, create a quick quote. It will default into your default template. Let's pick a customer, click on create, and then jump into the quote editor. So on the left side, we have the applied template, and that consists of a cover page, a cover letter, conditions, financial summary, and attachments. And you can override the text by jumping into the editor, and then you can change the contents of the letter. And you see here that those dynamic fields will make sure that accurate information is injected into your proposal. And then I'm going to show you how you can leverage the widget library. And let's have a look at the Jabra headset we looked at before. Drop it into your proposal. And there you go. Create a page break. And as you can see, this contains the product description. And it also contains items from your portfolio. So it's really quick and easy. And on the right side, if you click one line item, you can manage the line item over here. You can check the stock from your different distributors. And if this is all you want to propose, then you're done and you're good to go. If you want to spice it up, right, you can use full screen images that you've predefined, so you can really make it look good. Let's have a look at also at the widget template. So you can create different types of widgets. So we have a content widget, we have an item widget, and we have an image widget, which then just contains a background image that can be inserted. And here you can create new, give it a name, and then you can pick or choose if you want to add a text section, image section, product section, or a media section that can also include a video. And then inside, for example, if you have an item widget, right, you can select items from your catalog. You can also predefine if it's single choice, multiple choice, or if choice is disabled. You can define if it needs a subtotal section or not. And if you just create a content widget, for example, an intro letter, you will not have the option to include products over there. So different types that you can use. Back to the proposal. So again, it's simple, it's drag and drop, and if you think about your widgets and how you want to lay them out, it's very easy for your sales team to just be able to quickly build based on standardized offerings. And that's it. That's how you can leverage the template library in Salesbuildr and make sure everything is standardized across the board. And this concludes the Salesbuildr training webinar. We covered the big picture of Salesbuildr. We talked about creating proposals, the sales portfolio, and the template editor. Now the next step is for you to log into Salesbuildr, and then you can read the Getting Started article in the knowledge base. The links will be available here on the right of the screen. And you can reach out to us when you have any questions, and our team is available to help. Thanks for your time. Goodbye.